Oh, protest rocks Edo over deputy governor's impeachment. I remember that last week, the Edo State House of Assembly has served impeachment notice to the current deputy governor, Philip Shaibu, that is already almost running a parallel government with his boss, the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki. We saw how what happened during the PDP primaries and Semole Bermudia stadiums took place. Philip Shaibu had his own cabal or his own faction, while the governor also had his own faction. But at the end of the day, PDP at national level adopted the Godwin Obaseki's faction of PDP in Edo State, making the deputy governor helpless. And immediately after all of that settled, the governor had to influence the State House of Assembly to serve impeachment notice to Philip Shaibu, the deputy governor, and gave him 7 days ultimatum to respond to the impeachment notice. So with what is happening now, there's serious protest now in Edo State over that impeachment notice. I don't know who is protesting, but this looks like a very serious matter now, and this is going to throw the state into jeopardy. If I were Obaseki, just allow this guy to be. After all, by September, the election will be handled, and by probably before December, you hand over and you leave office. That is just 10 months or about 9 months down the line. Okay, so let's dive into the details to see exactly what is happening here. Many indigenous and residents of Edo North Senatorial District have expressed their displeasure over the planned impeachment of the Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu. Recall that Shaibu fell out with Governor Godwin Obaseki in 2023 over plans to contest for governor of Edo State. Now, during the People Democratic Party primaries election in February, Shaibu organized a parallel poll in his residence while he was declared winner. Aswa Igodalo was declared winner of the main PDP primary election in Edo State. Last week, the Edo State House of Assembly issued Shaibu an impeachment notice. So, but the protesters who were seen chanting solidarity songs urged Governor Obaseki to give peace a chance. Some inscriptions on their placards read, "No to impeachment of Edo Deputy Governor. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Give peace a chance. We choose peace against impeachment. And Edo people reject impeachment of deputy governor." Those are the inscriptions found on their placards. The protesters who trooped out in their numbers described the move to impeach Shaibu as political vendetta. So the protesting women, men and youths under the aegis of Edo North PDP Rescue Movement, NREM, first converged on the popular Jatu Junction in Esako, West Local Government area. They later marched on major streets of the communities. Now, the leader of the protesters, Festus Owu, urged the Edo lawmakers to focus on providing good legislation for residents and indigenes instead of engaging in a fruitless venture of impeachment that would bring no food to the table of hungry citizens. So they urged Governor Obaseki to prevail on the House to discontinue any impeachment move against the deputy governor. So this is a solidarity move now, okay, in Edo North, Esako local government area, and that is where they are actually doing this protest. And the protest, we know that they want to ground Shaibu completely in Edo State. So that even after Obaseki leaves, or even after some other person takes over, this guy will not be politically relevant again. They want to render him incapacitated and politically irrelevant. But how long will that continue to be? That is the big question to answer. That is the big question to answer. Okay. So, and if you look at what is happening, if you look at the trend of Nigerian politics, outgoing governors will never want to put somebody that will be disloyal after he has left office to avoid being attacked or being, what do they call it, investigated for their financial improprieties that must have taken place under their watch. And that is exactly one of the problems that Tírúɓĺè had with Ambode in Lagos that made Ambode not to last. The same problem that Basaki had with Tőouɓڵè in Edo State, the same problem that Wike had with Amechi, and the same problem that Governor Sim Fubara of Rivers State is currently having with Wike. All of them want to put somebody that will be loyal to them when they would have left office. And it's all because of fear of investigation, fear of anti-graft agency going after them. But how long will all of that be? That is the thing. This politics of bitterness has to stop. Politics of rotation, not by competence, also has to stop. When will all these rules be free and fair for Nigerians? And somebody say, Tōmi Obaseki is looking for trouble in Edo State. Well, that is what he thinks. Philip Shaibu should respect himself and stop embarrassing the government and people of Edo State. That's another view again. So Obaseki is looking for trouble because but the thing is that Edo Central wants to be there, not Edo North. So of course Philip Shaibu is from the same area with Tőouɓڵè, which is in Edo North, not Edo Central. I don't know how these people are going to run Nigeria. Run their state like this. Obaseki looking for trouble. That is if the whole Edo State is not in support of him. Because if every other state or every other part of the state is in support of him, is only Shaibu area that is not in support, then he might not really go anywhere. And somebody saying Philip Shaibu should respect himself and stop embarrassing the government and the people of Edo State. Shaibu own is Imilokon syndrome. Philip Shaibu said he has worked for almost all of them and it's his turn. The same way Buhari said it's his turn. The same way Tinubu came and said it's his turn. The same way Atiku is saying it's his turn to be president. Okay? The same way that this one too is saying it's his turn to be governor of Edo State. This is a very serious, this issue of my turn and not my turn and wait for your turn. It's a very serious matter in Nigerian politics. It's giving a lot of bad impression about Nigerian politics and about Nigerian politicians. How can you, and moreover, handing over office should be by competence and should be by popularity. We are running democracy. So why are you creating factions? Why are you choosing somebody who will sit there so that the person has to be loyal to you even after you would have left office so that you are not probed? Let us allow things to happen naturally and let's start all over again. And I tell you, if Nigeria can run on merit, it will be the best country in the world to live in. But will they allow that? They will not, because of their selfish interest. Quite an unfortunate situation, I must tell you the truth. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment in this Philip Shaibu case in Edo State.